Recording live from the Northeast Georgia Business Radio X studio. This is Northeast Georgia Business Radio. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to Northeast Georgia Business Radio. I'm your host, Tom Sheldon. Yes, another beautiful summer day here in Georgia. And yeah, we're coming to you live from the beautiful Empower College and Career Center of Jackson County. I have with me a great guest, another great guest. I have with me today Chantel Haynes of Clarity Financial Solutions. Chantel, welcome to the Northeast studio.
Hey, how are you? Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Thanks for showing up. Clarity Financial Solutions. I have a feeling it has something to do with maybe retirement or something along those lines.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bringing solutions to it.
Yes.
I hear you. Okay.
So
tell me about Clarity. We're going to jump right into it. Then we're going to learn a little bit about you.
Okay.
But what in the world is Clarity?
All right. Well, so the name was, thought through exactly Clarity. So Clarity Financial. So we pride ourselves in having the resources of a large firm, but taking the personal attention of a boutique practice. Obviously, life is full of crazy milestones. So whether you're starting your career, getting married, growing your family, starting a business, retiring, those are just some of the things that we do experience. We seek to simplify those complex terms. So we have investment options, we offer honest advice, and we help people kind of navigate life after work. We love to use that term instead of retirement. There's so much life after work.
Life after work.
Yeah.
I like that.
You like that?
I do like that. Nice.
So we just take an approach, your financial picture, understand you and your needs, and we take it from a wide angle, and we build a long-term trusted relationship while we work to pursue your goals. So you're not just a number, you're not a portfolio, you're a priority. We have long-term relationships. We know your family, we know what's important to you and your legacy, and we just help assist you through those years. And we make a plan, but obviously life happens and plans don't always stick. So when those things happen, we're there for you to have a resource to rely on and pivot and kind of manage through.
So a lot of focus on retirement.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we definitely focus on those distribution years.
And let me guess, the earlier the better.
Yeah, absolutely. So no age on retirement. So, but a retirement mindset. So you could be 30, you could be 40.
You need to be 30.
You can be,
you need to be 30.
Yeah.
You really do.
Absolutely.
All right. So, a little bit about you now.
Yeah, well.
Let's see, you live in Jackson County.
Yep, here in
You've
Jefferson.
been here a while.
Yeah.
Part of the community.
Sure.
But you've been in the financial world for a while, though. You didn't just decide to do this last week.
Yeah, Amanda Stillwell and I, our partnership, we have several years of experience. She's actually located up in Greenville, South Carolina.
Wow, Greenville.
Yeah.
I've been to Greenville a few times.
It's beautiful,
I love it up
isn't
there.
it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful up there.
So now, do you basically? Oh wait, where's your office here? You have an office here.
So I do have an office in Winder.
Okay.
Yep.
Right down the road.
Right downtown. Yep, on Candler Street there.
So do you cover that whole area between Winder and Greenville?
Yeah, I mean we'll be anywhere up in between, up
Nice.
and down 85. So wherever people need help, that's where we go.
I gotta imagine you could find that in almost anywhere.
Yeah.
Retirement
There's a
age.
lot of people retiring.
Retirement. I like how you say retirement mindset. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Correct.
Earlier the better, folks.
Mm-hmm.
What possessed you to become a sole proprietor, to do it yourself? Because you've been in the industry for quite a while.
Yeah,
but you haven't been working for yourself the whole time.
Correct. That's new this year. We have Amanda and I love to educate people. Speaking from my personal experience, education is definitely our passion. We love for people to understand their rights and options. My personal experience is my husband was Medicare eligible in his early 20s. He was injured in Iraq.
Bless him.
Received a Purple Heart.
And a thank you, too.
Yes, thank you. No. I will definitely tell him.
There's never enough of those for guys like that.
Yes.
Guys and gals like that.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
But yeah, so
Sorry, I threw you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm going to get that in every time.
You're good. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, one day we just, in the mail, a red, white, and blue card showed up in the mail with his name on it. And I was like, what is this and why does it have your name on it?
So they basically threw you a card and said, here you go.
Yeah.
Life's better now. Just
How do we use this?
It's magical, right?
Yep. So just understanding not only what applied to him and his rights and options led to Social Security. I mean, these big complex topics, Medicare, Social Security leads into, long-term care. I mean, everything. So
you sank your teeth into it.
yeah,
pretty
there's a lack of education out there. So people need to understand.
People just don't know.
It's confusing. I don't know why they make it so confusing, but
I'm going to stay way away from that comment. I am so staying away from that comment.
Right.
I love it when someone takes life experiences, and sometimes it's hard. I can imagine what you guys went through was not the rosiest time.
No, not fun.
By any stretch. But I love it when someone takes a moment like that, and then they at least try, horse to water. They at least try to help others. They learn from those life experiences.
Absolutely.
That speaks a lot about you. It does.
Well, we just...
In a positive manner.
Yeah, we did.
She's looking at me like, what are you trying to say, boy?
No.
This lady's tough, I'm telling you.
You're good. No, it just, whatever is pertaining to anything in those questions. So a lot of people are, they're working longer, so when they become Medicare, usually Medicare is the kind of the call to action. They're like, wait, okay, so I'm still working or I'm not working or, hey, I'm working just for insurance.
Right.
So that's usually the urgency. So, and it's very specific. So even down to Social Security timing, you can plan as much as you can, but, taking your spouse into consideration when you make your election, that plays a big role.
Do you have,
in that.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
You're good.
Do you have an opinion? And I realize it may just be an opinion. And if I'm treading on thin water, just flat tell me I am. And if you have an opinion, you don't have to share it. I go back and forth with people like this all the time. And I realize it's a case-by-case basis, but I'm generalizing. Mm-hmm. Should you draw your Social Security like the second you're eligible? I know people that work till they're 70.
Yeah.
But you can draw at 62, correct?
Correct. But if you're still working, no, absolutely not.
Really?
Correct. Because if
you have...
there's income limits. So just because you're eligible doesn't mean you should do it. And you don't. There's people that have literally taken bad advice from people at work. They say, hey, your Social Security's going to go away. It's 62. Get it while you can. Right. And then every $2 they earn, they have to pay $1 back. Well, that wasn't a great decision. Just because you're eligible, but that's exactly where we would love to have the conversation. It's
So if they make too much money working a job.
Correct. You could have to.
Your Social Security would then be taxed. It turns into income.
Correct.
I got you.
Correct.
I got you.
So,
but you're still getting something from the government, though. You're still getting something out of them.
You are.
You're giving them half back. I get that. But,
yeah.
Okay, the reason I say this, and this hits home for me, a long-time dear friend, like a father to me. He actually worked for me in a previous life, right? Okay. In my previous what I'm retired from. Mm-hmm. He always said, I'm working till 67. I'm working till 67.
So that was probably his FRA, full retirement age. And it
probably
depends on your birthday. There's different there's different dates for
He turned 67 at the end of 2001. Mm-hmm. On his 68th birthday, we had his funeral. Mm-hmm. Okay? He probably drew maybe 6-8 months of Social Security, if that much.
Yeah.
Well, and that kills me because he purposely waited.
Yeah, it is awful.
So that's why I say.
Did he have a spouse? I know that's awful.
No, he did not. He did not.
So
he had a significant, but there was no legal marriage that I know of anyway.
Right. So in that case, no, that's super sad and it's awful. He's paid into something that he never got to draw a benefit.
Whatever he got, he surely did not enjoy it.
Correct. But if we all knew when we could die, then we could squeeze as much of out of the lemon.
Well, that's why I say at 62, sign me up at 62. I want even if it's 10 cents,
Right.
That's 10 cents I'm getting back. Because
Correct.
Lord
But
knows
the
I've paid in plenty.
Right. But on the flip side of that, what if you live into your 90s, or not even you live into your 90s, your spouse live into your 90s? And statistically, one spouse is going to live
Really?
into their 80s and their 90s.
Yeah.
So heaven forbid if something happens to them, then their spouse, if they were the higher wage earner, they are going to receive their Social Security. So if let's say your friend was married in past, and his wife would have received that benefit for the next 30 years, it would have been beneficial for him to wait till his FRA and not take a reduced amount at 62.
Because a wife would then get
The higher amount.
the higher
whether
amount.
It
It would have
or
been a
hers.
lower amount at 62
Correct. Now
than at
he would.
67. I get that.
Correct.
I get that.
Correct. So in that situation, it's super sad, and it's all we can't predict the future. So
Oh, I
it is
know,
a gamble with that timing. But there are a lot of, when you are the higher wage earner
Right.
and taking into planning for a spouse, that that is a big decision, and it's not just, hey, let's take it because I'm eligible.
I got you.
So,
No.
but I'm sorry about your friend.
Oh, no, bad time. Bad time.
Yeah.
Truly, at times, was a lot like a father to me. He really was.
Yeah.
Great guy. Sorely missed by a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, sorry to, just
No, you're good.
I
Honestly,
just dragged
that's
down the
what we talk
podcast
about.
there.
I mean,
Well, that's part of the
honestly-
education that you're talking about.
It is.
Because let's see, you teach about Social Security, retirement distribution planning, and Medicare.
Medicare rights and options. Yep.
Now that's on your website. You got a great website, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's
You really
kind
do.
of it's building. It's a work in progress.
Oh, they all are. Good ones are.
Yeah.
No,
that's true.
seriously. But
That's
there's a ton of education on that website. We just talked a little bit about Social Security, but retirement distribution planning, what in the world is that?
So
I know what Medicare is, within reason, right?
well, one of the biggest concerns that people are worried about is outliving their money. People are living longer,
Which
so-
is probably going to happen to almost all of us at this point.
Yeah. So there are
Yeah.
things that you can put in place. There's, a few different strategies that you can do depending on your situation, what your portfolio looks like, that you can put in place to prevent that.
Okay.
We also help people with what's called required minimum distribution strategies. What that is when you're working all these years, we get to save our 401k, we
Right.
get to save and not pay tax on it. And then at some point in time, Uncle Sam comes knocking and says, okay, now you need to take a distribution. So
You're forced to.
Correct.
At a certain age.
Correct. Yep. And it's based on your, based on your birthday. And as we
Right.
get older, they're kicking the can
That-
further
that's
down the road.
it's a moving scale now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And one of the things in retirement is removing a portion of your portfolio. Again, it's up to each person, each individual, what that number is when they go to sleep at night. We don't care what the market's doing. We don't care what president's in office. We don't care what virus is going on. There's a certain portion of their portfolio that is undisturbed. Planning for that, and also coming up with a required minimum distribution strategy. So we understand that we have qualified money, so that means that's the money that we have saved, that we
Gotcha.
haven't paid tax on. So when that day comes, if I'm not using that money before, then I am taking from an account that is not volatile to the market. So
Okay.
there's more of those strategies. So
More bonds, T-bills, things like that.
there's tons of options out there.
Corporate
yeah.
bonds, government bonds. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I just make stuff up.
There's a lot of options out there. So there are a lot of fixed index annuities that have well-being riders that are
Nice. See,
super.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, that are
That's very
super
cool.
wonderful. So we just help people talk through all those options.
So
Again, our job is just to educate.
Right. So
You make the
basically
decision.
you're planning, but you're knowing that X amount or a portion will be disappearing. You're going to be taking it away. You're going to be drawing it out. So then you're going forward with that, whatever's left over. Is that where the planning comes in? Am I saying that right?
Yeah. So there's
In
there's
X
a
amount of
few
years, I know
things-
we're not going to have this percentage because we're going to use it. I imagine you're going to
Yeah.
live on it.
Also, as life after work, it's also containing medical cost. We also save this nice little pot, and what do we want to do that? What is your vision for it? Is it legacy planning? Is it just to make sure your lifestyle, whatever those goals are, that's what we try to accomplish and give you options on how to achieve those goals. And also throw in some other things that you might not have thought about that you're faced with retirement.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So investments, financial planning, Also insurance. Mm-hmm. What kind of insurance? Isn't there something like a health HSA or something?
HSA, yeah.
Health insurance?
Yeah, HSA accounts are more for when you're working.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
See,
but
again,
those are little savings
I
accounts
know
that you
enough
can
to
use
sound
for medical
stupid,
costs.
basically.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm married to an accountant. I hear all these words and acronyms all the time.
All
and
that.
I nod. I have no
Well,
idea.
and
No
that's
idea.
exactly what this is. Retirement is a completely different science. People are
Yeah.
used to working, accumulating money. We're used to group insurance. We're used to these kind of deductibles and copays. Medicare and understanding your options, not believing just everything you see on TV or getting bombarded by the mailers or,
Right.
because what works for your cousin or your neighbor may not work for you. So we just like to educate so you can see all of your options and then you can pick the best path that fits you and your
So
household.
don't believe all the commercials on TV.
No, don't believe Joe Namath.
Well, and J.J. Walker can get $100 more on my Social Security check or something.
I can I won't say guarantee.
Who thought
but
50-something years ago we'd be taking retirement advice from J.J. Walker? Mm-hmm. Just saying. Love J.J. Walker. Who doesn't?
Yeah, but he should. Yeah, don't believe
They're paying
everything
him well.
on TV. Yes,
He's
they're
convincing.
paid well.
I don't know when they break out, what's his name? Wow, William Shatner. I'm like, yeah, I'm sold. Sign me up. I'm not even retirement age yet. Sign me up. William Shatner, Denny Crane. I'm sold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of America's like me, unfortunately.
Yeah, and unfortunately, people they get bombarded, they're overwhelmed, and people just, some people just put their head in the sand. You get this Medicare book. Who wants to, if you read that, who's got time to read it? If you do read it, are you retaining it? Do you even understand?
Right.
So you
Right.
find an advocate like us who are obviously in the industry, can explain it to you at your level in your situation.
How often does that change?
The laws change yearly.
Every year? You keep up with that, I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah, we have have recertifications
I was
and
about to
stuff
say,
that
you
we
have
do
classroom
yearly.
hours you have to
Oh
have?
yes, lots of it.
Wow.
Yes.
People getting in your pocket. That's yeah, you got to stay up on it. You do
Yeah.
have to stay up on it. I mentioned you have a website.
Yes.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, clarityfinsolutions.com is our website.
Right.
You can also call us at 706-621-7680.
Gotcha. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Clarity Fin, Fin,
Correct.
clarityfinsolutions.com.
Yep, solutions with an S.
But now you're in Winder. You cover this whole area, this whole Piedmont area, basically, all the way to South
Yeah.
Carolina line and beyond.
Yep, and then we have an office in Greenville as well.
Do you do a lot of stuff virtually? Do you visit?
Oh, I mean, any way that
That's a
the
big
client
footprint.
wants
That's
to
a big footprint.
Yeah, any way the client wants to see us. I definitely love face to face. I mean,
I'm all
as
for it.
long as people are comfortable, but we do lots of Zooms. I mean, however the client wants to, whatever's comfortable with them.
Gotcha. Now you do a free consultation.
Oh, yes. No, when we do seminars.
You give some of your time.
Absolutely.
Oh, we're going to get into the seminars here.
Okay.
I'm kind of saving that.
You're
We're
saving
almost
that,
20
okay.
minutes into this.
I'm so sorry.
No, this is perfect.
Okay.
She's killing me, folks. I'm telling you. No, seriously, you do a free consultation though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, how do they?
There's
How does someone sign up
pressure.
for that?
There's
go to the website.
Yeah, outside of portfolio management, there's no fees. We get paid by companies, and we don't work for one specific company. So, for example, if we're talking about your Medicare, it doesn't matter. I mean, we're brokers. We look at all of Aetna, Humana. I mean, all of the rated companies.
Right.
There's some that fly by nights that we don't represent. But yeah, that's our job. And each year, for example, open enrollment is coming up for Medicare Advantage plans, prescription drug plans. It's important to get those reviewed. They can feel wonderful in December and awful in January.
Really?
So
constantly look at those.
Yep. And then it's our job to not only review those annually, get your updated prescriptions. We review prescription drug plans. I literally met a lady, 2 days ago, who's paying $52 a month for a prescription drug plan that was getting a generic blood pressure medication. She didn't have anybody watching over it for her. It naturally happens. The same lady, we actually saved her almost $2,400 a year on her Medicare supplement. Now, she was lucky because she's healthy, so she had options.
Right.
But just because you have a great plan in place, we review it. Now, on the flip side of that, if I review and you're good to go, we're good to go.
You're good to go.
So any way we can help.
Nice. I like that. People need to go to the website, though. That's the easiest way.
Yeah, you can go to the website, put in your information. We will definitely reach out
Make a
and
request.
schedule a consultation. Absolutely.
Gotcha. Now, we kind of killed the suspense, but that's all right. I still like you. I
ruined
Hey,
it.
she's new to the podcast thing, folks, but she's getting better as we go.
Yeah, no, my husband's great on a microphone, not me.
Do we want to give Zach we got to give Zach a shout out.
Yeah.
He is a star. He is. Let's call it what it is. Yeah. All right. You do have seminars, workshops, talks, classes, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And that focuses on what?
We focus on, right now, since we're going into open enrollment, we are focusing on Medicare rights and options.
And open enrollment for the layman is what? Signing up for?
Yeah, so if you have prescription drug plans, so if you're currently on Medicare.
And this is insurance.
Correct.
This is, okay.
This is your healthcare insurance.
Right,
Yep.
right.
When you're on Medicare. There's two ways to be on Medicare. You're either 65 or you've been on Social Security disability for more than 24 months.
Okay.
You are Medicare eligible.
Gotcha.
So I do meet people that are out there that don't know they're Medicare eligible. So
I believe that.
Yes, so that does happen. But yes, if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, prescription drug plan, if you don't have somebody, and please don't trust the 1-800 numbers.
JJ Walker.
They're just, yes, and they may say, oh, they're from a said company, but you just got to be very careful. And then you also notice that after you talk to them, then you get 5,000 phone calls because they've solicited your information.
They've sold your info.
It does happen. But,
Are you suggesting there could be scams involved with
yeah,
this?
yeah, that does happen.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
But yeah, so we review the new plan. So October 15th is when you're able to make your plan change. So we review what you have, and we use resources, obviously, like Medicare.gov, create your Medicare.gov account, put in all of your doctor's prescriptions, all that good stuff, and then we do the best that we can.
Gotcha.
And then we look at, because sometimes, you may be able to go to a pharmacy across the street in 2024 to save $800 a year on a prescription.
Right.
Or vice versa. I'll meet people who are not taking prescriptions because they can't afford it.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately,
So-
yeah. But that's what these seminars are about.
This next focus, the next seminar in Brazelton is Medicare focused.
It's in Brazelton.
It's in
Where in
Brazelton at
Brazelton?
the police department.
Below the police department. Community room.
The community room, correct.
Right.
Correct. So it's there, and you can find the dates and times on
Folks,
our
you
website.
can park in the parking deck.
Yeah.
If you're a little leery, you don't want to really be seen, park in the parking deck, throw the jacket over the head. I do it all the time. Don't tell them I do it.
But we're gonna,
And you can sneak in, no worries.
and we're gonna have Brazelton Brewery gonna feed us that night, so you can come and get a little.
Okay, I'm not
bite
62
to
or
eat.
whatever, but I might need
You
some.
can come on in.
I might need some seminar help if you're going to have free. Anyway,
Yeah, but we do other ones that are Social Security, Medicare, long-term care.
you got something in the works for later in the year for that, right?
Yeah, so if you go to our website, you can kind of see month
Definitely go
by
to the
month.
website.
That's yes.
Definitely do that.
If you or anybody that's on Medicare, please reach out. We'd be happy to help any way that we can.
Now, what if, let's say I'm 59 and I'm not. Let's say I'm 59. I'm a few years away from all this.
Yeah,
Is it a good idea for me to
absolutely.
educate
the earlier
them?
the better. But actually, that's kind of ideal. That's when you can make some planning, because the more time you have, the
Earlier the better, right?
The earlier the better. Usually, just 65 is the call to action to Medicare, so that's more
Right.
Medicare specific. But yeah, no, anytime.
As you creep in on it.
Yeah, 59 and a half, 60, right there's the sweet spot. And then if you are under that age, still having the discussion, but there's different options. So for example, my retirement planning, I'm got a plan that does not count on Social Security. So
Right.
those are
No, I'm with
completely
you on that.
different conversations.
You're a little bit younger than me, but yes, I have been saying that since my early 20s. By the time I get there won't be anything left.
So we hope so.
Looks
we'll
like
see.
I'm about right.
But
Yeah, good luck with yours. You're a lot younger than me. I love the idea of the events, the seminars. What is the cost on those?
free.
They're free.
Yeah,
And you feed people?
absolutely.
But people need to RSVP, though.
Correct. You
If
have to
you're- if you're
RSVP because I
feeding-
can only house so many and plan
Well,
for so
that's
many.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
And if
So
you're-
they
you're
do
getting
fill
food.
up. Yeah. But if there is a seminar that you want to attend and we're not able to get you in, obviously we will still meet with you one-on-one
Sure,
and get
sure.
you taken care of.
She's not going to bring the free beer, though. I don't know. She's pretty cool.
No beer. I get in trouble for that.
I'm sorry. Let's see, Clarity Fin Solutions, Fin, clarityfinsolutions.com. Go to the website. Tell you what, folks, if you're nearing retirement age or you are 65 over, one of these seminars, if you can make it, hey, it's not a bad idea, folks. Did I say all that right?
Yeah, you did wonderful.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Did we miss anything before
think
we
so.
run out of here?
No, anything else? It's so situational. Like I said,
not
don't
cookie
be
cutter.
don't be intimidated. And you may already have a great foundation and have a good plan, but again, it's just distribution phase of life is a completely different science. So just
Sounds like it.
knowledge is power. So the more you can educate yourself, the better.
Earlier, the better, too.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. They're going to play my music any second. Chantel, thank you for being in here
Yes,
today.
thank you for having me.
Very nice job. Very nice job. Folks, another great addition. Hey, check out Clarity Financial Solutions, clarityfinsolutions.com. Young lady knows what she's talking about. Another great episode. Hey, I'm Tom Sheldon. We'll talk to you soon.